Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast. We're just in the game and of course boots have been bought, except for the fairy charms of the support. Let's go over the teams first, shall we? Of course we will. We have Nunu, who will be, I think, support, though might actually go into the middle. I don't know yet, sorry. Dynamic camera was still on and I don't like dynamic camera. So Nunu, probably middle. We shall see. He used to be viable in the middle back in the old days when things were all new and stuff. He was fairly good. He has a consume, he has ice blast, so he is able to poke as much as a normal AP carry would. We shall see. We have a NidaLee who will probably go top. She might actually go middle and then Nunu go top. It can change around. It depends whether or not she's AP or AD. She is AP, so if she is going top, it will be a harder lane for her, but she can still manage. We'll see. It's all bound to change anyway. We have a Lulu who will go with Draven, who is standing right next to her, spazzing out like a complete idiot. And why not? He's Draven. Welcome to the League of Draven, by the way. And then we have a Malphite who will be jungling. Very potent jungler. In the beginning, very mana efficient. Well, deficient. He needs blue buff, trust me. So then, red team, we have Vayne together with Taric, who is going to try and bully the guys who starts with golems. Apparently, instead they decide to help their jungler, Amumu, who is starting already with wolves, will be assisted by a mid lane Lee Sin. We tend to see these a lot more lately. How the meta loves to shift around. Lee Sin kicking the wolf, taking 5 gold for himself. Well, he might need it. Every little bit of help can make it so that he can do awesome things later on in the game. And then top lane will be, of course, a Rumble. He'll be up against a Nunu who is already counter jungling Lee Sin here. He is, of course, Nunu. He can do this, especially as he has consume, and he has consume, but he isn't really willing to do any minion damage onto the red buff. Now he does, but why didn't he just auto attack? I'm not too certain. So NidaLee will be middle, and Rumble will be, Nunu will be top with a red buff and consume. So he's already level 2. Will be able to do a lot of damage onto Rumble, though Rumble is of course a very potent top laner as well. That flamethrower can do so much damage. So I'm just interested to see which of the following lanes will be the most aggressive. You have a Taric who always most likely say, we're going to be the aggressive lane, check us out. But I might say that, well, Lee Sin is actually made to get those early kills, and NidaLee is actually perfect for that, because she is very squishy in the beginning of the game. Once she hits level 6, she's a true monster to lane with, but before level 6, AP NidaLee is not that big of an issue. Now we have Amumu trying to gank. I'm going to pan down just a little bit to see whether or not Bandage Toss will be able to hit. Amumu's red has been stolen, so he really wants to go for revenge. Is able to hit the Bandage Toss, but I'm pretty positive that Nunu will just be able to escape. Doesn't even get hit by the Electro Harpoon. NidaLee get pushed down really hard by Lee Sin, but should be able to farm quite enough. It depends. It will of course make it so that her tower will destroy a lot more minions, but she is able to cope fairly well. Top lane is getting pushed as well, so the same story for Vayne. She will need to farm at her tower, which is hard to do, but it does make blue team susceptible to ganks from the jungle. Same goes for Lee Sin, though of course Lee Sin is very hard to gank, especially in the middle. It is such a tiny lane to begin with. He's just able to safeguard towards his minions and he'll be safe. So not much you can do against a Lee Sin. Malphite is also not one of the fastest junglers. Now he's level 4, he's going to have a look and go on to the middle here. Let's check it out. So there is not much he can do against this Lee Sin. He still has the minions here, so Lee Sin can just walk around, be aggressive onto NidaLee. Now first blood going down on the bottom lane. Let's go check it out completely before I fail to see anything else. So we had Amumu, as I said before, they were being too aggressive, pushing too hard, making a very easy jungle gank. And that's going to be, actually I think it's going to be Vayne dying first. And now we have Draven running for his life. Will he be able to get away? Bandage Toss actually hitting Nunu, not Draven, but I think the Dazzle should be off cooldown. Yes indeed, that will be Taric getting the kill. Lulu running for her life will be able to, of course. She's too close to her tower. Taric actually almost dying as well. So this could be very dangerous. She is standing on a ward, so Amumu is going in. Will succeed in getting the kill. Then another shatter, and of course that might... No! My god, and a nice jukey way of saying, "Hi, I'll flash kill you." Great play by Lulu, I must say. Turning myself into a pirate. Not too sure why. Now we have Lee Sin running for his life. He had to safeguard himself because the minions were too far away, but he's able to do a lot of damage onto NidaLee. Will place a trap down. It won't do any good. The ignite is now finished as well. Ground slam will get the kill though. So overall, it was worth it. Malphite getting away with an inch of his life. Amumu showing his pretty little face, knowing that he won't be able to get the kill, is probably going to cry about it. We have Rumble now being aggressive onto Nunu. Nunu just laughs and consumes a minion. Too bad he didn't laugh. Laughing with that Nunu skin is one of the best things in the world. Just go ha 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 ha. Ah, that's hot! Ha ha, ouch! Sorry, had to say. So both of the junglers are just standing in the middle. Well, it's Amumu who is standing in the middle. They think he disconnected. It might actually be the case. Amumu, run you fool! Run! Run you little... That's it. He just reconnected. It's a pity indeed, but it is solo ranked and every little point of elo we want and we will get. Even though it's the last day of Season 2 that I'm casting this, so there's not really any point in getting any more elo. It's done, guys. Season 2 is over. We'll start again at Season 3. Rejoice, for new opportunities might arise. You're stuck in elo hell? Go to Season 3, where you might actually be able to get higher. Don't count on it though. A lot of damage being dealt onto red team, though they have a Taric, so he should be able to heal it up rather shortly. Draven, of course, very strong. Vayne has a very low range in the beginning, so it's fairly hard to play her in the beginning of the game, though in the end she is truly a monster. Just look at her, she already looks like a monster, but that damage of Draven is just too much for Vayne to hold. Dazzle had to go down by Taric. Draven actually wants to go for it. That's not how you will win this game, Draven. Patient. Be patient. Oh, I thought the surrender went down, but it was actually my mouse going crazy. And you can't surrender at 7 minutes, guys. You're silly. So yeah, again they're pushing the lane, making it so that if Amumu wants to go in for another gank, it will be successful for them. Though I must say that even though Amumu ganked earlier on in the game, Draven was still able to get the kill, and actually Lulu was as well able to get the kill. So it didn't really work in red team's advantage, so why would they bother not pushing the lane? It makes it so that Vayne has a harder way of last hitting, even though Vayne is very good at last hitting at towers. Her tumble will make it so that she gets increased attack damage, and it resets her attack cooldown, I think. I'm not too certain though, but I think it does. Lulu going to give some vision in the bush. She is a level ahead onto Taric. Vayne running away, knowing that Lulu is not a thing you want to mess with. If she is able to hit the glitter lands onto Vayne, I'm pretty certain that Draven will just go mad mode onto her and just kill her. Or do a lot of damage, making it so that she has to leave the lane again, which is not a thing she wants. She is already behind in minion kills and she does not want to get even further behind, knowing that she doesn't have a kill, but Draven most certainly does. Lee Sin now level 7, NidaLee level 7 as well. She's coping rather well, I might say. Of course, Lee Sin is in the lead with minion kills, but he's a Lee Sin against an AP NidaLee. She's doing quite well, I must say. Then top lane we have Nunu versus Rumble still going on. Nunu of course has very high sustain. Rumble as well, if he has some spell vamp. For now he doesn't, but he still has health potions anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, is going to cast the equalizer there for quick farm, so he's probably going to go back, is going to try and do some more damage onto Nunu, will not succeed. Minions now pushing. Nunu of course also fairly good at last sitting at the tower. If he can't cope, he'll just consume a minion and it will die instantly. Just look at him go. He can also cast Ice Blast if needed be. Amumu now going in on the bottom. I think red team was trying to get a dragon, but didn't really work out. Lee Sin going in, man-moding, kicking away the Draven, but Draven is not there. Amumu wasn't there as well. He does have Curse of the Set. No, it's actually on cooldown. They went in onto Malphite, apparently is going to hit the glitter lance. Lee Sin, of course, safeguards her safety. Will get hit by a spear. NidaLee going in with the flash, but a nice little... Oh... That was a very good knockback there by Vayne, or else that would have been a kill. Dragon is now up for grabs, and blue team is already amassing towards it. Actually, someone dying here. I wonder who. Oh, it might have been Nunu. I don't know. Someone was dying. It might have been someone hitting a minion too hard. So that will be the first dragon in the game at 10 minutes. So that's very great, meaning that at the 16-minute mark, the next dragon will appear. Draven out. Is going to run away. That skin is actually fairly amazing. The voice acting is even different. Well, it's the same voice acting, but it's changed by a computer. But don't tell Riot I told you that. They put a lot of work in those skins. Lately they actually do. If you compare them to the beta skins, holy moly, those skins sure have some production value behind them. And we can only appreciate Riot for doing so. Top still there. Actually, Rumble taking a lot of damage of Nunu. I haven't anticipated that. Is going to cast the Equalizer, but Nunu already has, well, Flash available. He hadn't used it yet, so it wasn't really necessary. Vayne trying to condemn the Draven onto the wall will not succeed, but I think Dazzle should be off cooldown rather quickly, and if not, then hey, we still have Exhaust for you. But a lot of damage onto Taric. I think he will die. Nope, it was actually Vayne. Why do I say Riven to Vayne all the time? It was Vayne taking the last turret shot there. I thought it was going towards Taric and that would have been a kill. Instead, it went straight for Vayne. So just the power of Draven alone, he was still almost able to turn that fight around in his favor, or at least try to even it out a little bit. Amumu going to try and get very aggressive onto Nunu, and that's going to be a nice flash. Curse of the Sad Mummy onto the face of Nunu. He will die. Will Amumu survive? Well, not according to Malphite, he won't. Malphite now going in with the shard. He will not continue the chase though. And it's pretty hard to chase a Rumble. He is fairly quick with that scrap shield. Is able to dodge quite the... But he is... My Malphite, you're good at last hitting. For a jungler. Pretty much had them all. I think he missed one, which is barely anything. NidaLee Sin missing his strike there. Pity indeed, or else he would have stolen the blue Wraith, which is worth a lot of money. Those little black ones aren't worth nothing. Now, I thought Lulu was collapsing to the middle as well, but it was only Malphite. Safeguard has been used, so NidaLee Sin won't be able to get away as quickly as he would want to, but he will be able to just walk away safely, as even going to do another Sonic Wave onto the Malphite and then kick him in the face just for good riddance. We have Taric now in the middle. He's placed himself a nice little vision ward, was able to destroy blue team's ward, not knowing it really makes any sense. Well, it does if NidaLee decides to roam, or Malphite decides to roam through the river, but for now there's not going to be a dragon around for 4 more minutes, so about that time the ward will be long gone. Rumble still showing a lot of pressure onto Nunu. Nunu, of course, has no pushing ability whatsoever. Now, bottom lane getting a quick kill there onto Lulu. Draven, of course, has been ultimated. So, it's going to be Vayne dying and then Amumu crying, running away. There's not much you can do against this Draven. He is so strong. Even though they keep on ganking onto him, he's just able to turn it around in his favor no matter what. I think Amumu will need his Curse of the Sad Mummy in order to kill this boy. He's going to be able to grab onto Lulu. Nope, missed there, hit a minion. Draven was not able to knock him away. He was dazzled though by the amazing looks of Taric, no doubt, and is going to have to run away, but still continue farming whilst doing it, of course. He is Draven, after all. Come on, guys. Work with the system. So, let's check out the monies once more. For now, it is blue team in elite. They have 2 minion kills and a dragon, but that doesn't mean anything. The thing about having a mid AP NidaLee is that you don't really have a real AP caster. They're going at it again, aren't they? Yes, indeed. Amumu going to chase down the Draven. Lulu dying once more. Amumu not able to get the bandage toss down, so Draven escaping, but at least they got the kill onto Lulu. I wonder, well... Blue team keeps pushing their lane, so it's not that hard for them to get ganked. Now it's NidaLee Sin who's going to get probably ganked by Malphite. He has unstoppable force. He is going to wait for NidaLee to do a lot more damage onto him. Safeguard has been used, and that's just a sign for Malphite to go in. And there you have it, a very quick kill indeed. It's still 2 minutes left for Dragon, but he has Oracle, so he wants to clear as many wards as needed be. There's another ward over here, you might as well want to kill it. Red team already retreating. Oh, it's actually blue team's pink ward, so they already destroyed the pink ward. And this is going to be Taric in a lot of trouble, but Malphite walked over a ward and thought, I have more interest in the ward. There's another one over there, Malphite. Oh, great. And the crowd cheers once more. Amazing. Indeed, destroying wards is ever so amazing. Amumu took himself another blue. He can do this because, of course, NidaLee Sin Does not really need blue. Alright, it reduces his cooldowns, but that's pretty much all. Is going for an immediate gank again. Probably what the blue team carry and support are thinking is, they've ganked us so many times, the jungler must certainly think that red lane is ahead, so there's no need for him to gank us, right? Let's continue pushing. What are the odds that he is camping us? Well, do I have some bad news for you, blue team? For there's an Amumu just waiting behind, trying to get another kill onto you. Alright, this makes it so that Malphite pretty much has free reign over top lane and middle lane, is able to gank them pretty hard. They are able to shut down NidaLee Sin, which is fairly important. Now Malphite actually going in from behind. I'm taking over the reins here. Dynamic camera son. Amumu has disappeared. NidaLee is going to the middle. Malphite almost has unstoppable force, but a nice ward placement there by Taric will make it so that he will get away. Amumu actually wants to go aggressive. You do not want to initiate onto a Malphite. NidaLee was too close, to be honest. Thank God she went back to her lane. But if blue team was able to collapse onto them, it would have been dangerous. Of course, it was way behind the turret, so they would need to destroy the turret first or dive through a turret, which isn't really that wanted. 16 minutes? Yep, indeed. We're about 16 minutes, so Dragon has spawned. Of course, it was a 10-second differentiation. I was a little bit wrong. Of course, Malphite just going to face check onto Lee Sin, but he's going straight back to a ward. Now Amumu trying to bandage stars onto him will not work. Thank God, because you do not want to bandage toss Malphite. It's like Blitzcrank. Well, it's early on in the game. Of course, in the end, Amumu will just bandage toss whoever he'll like and then go for an immediate curse of the sad mummy. Bottom turret has been destroyed by Draven, so now it's going to be a big push in the middle, trying to do as much damage. They do have a better poke than red team, so if they're able to poke them down with relative ease, then they should be able to get Dragon with relative ease. And they're actually already going for it. Draven has started it. Draven has no patience whatsoever. He is Draven. He doesn't care. So this is going to be another Dragon for blue team. Now the next one will be there at 23 minutes. I know I'm 10 seconds off again, but I like round numbers. Can you blame me? I don't think you can. We have yet to see an absolute zero of Nunu. He is going for an AP build, so it's going to do a lot of damage. However, he will need a Banshee's Veil in order not to get silenced or stunned or whatever. Lee Sin took quite the amount of damage here. I think he was hit by a few too many NidaLee spears, as the doctor would say. So that's going to be another tower destroyed. Of course, the NidaLee poke is too strong to handle. They aren't able to defend it, especially blue team is ahead by 6,000 gold. So even if red team decides to dive in now, I don't think they can win. If Malphite is able to use his ultimate in combination with Nunu's ultimate, in combination with Lulu's ultimate, in a little bit of combination with Draven's ultimate, but Draven can do damage all day long. He's the carry, he will do that. Then there's not much that red team can do about this. Lee Sin will have to do the perfect Dragon Rage. I think Taric will need to use his stun for Nunu, and Amumu will just have to use his bandage toss to initiate and Curse of the Sad Mummy. So red team can't really initiate, because then that's already one of the most important stuns in the game down, and you'll need quite a few. Of course, Rumble's Equalizer can do a lot of damage if you remain in it, and I must say blue team has a rather stagnant team. They need to be at the same position for a long time for Nunu's ult to be of some fruition. And well, oh, this is going to be an ultimate missed by Malphite, and now we have Taric going in. Doesn't want to go in though. You have both NidaLee and Lulu trying to be as aggressive and as they can, but now a bandage does. Ooh, pounced away by NidaLee, dodging it like a pro. This is high elo, don't you know? NidaLee trying to get a spear down onto the minion, or either Lee Sin, I don't know. Anyway, he will get the minions, no doubt. She's AP NidaLee, so of course her pounce, no, it's actually her claw, her swipe, will do a lot of damage onto minions. Great for farm. Was able to steal the big rave, I think, and now is going straight for blue, which is very necessary for NidaLee, trying to position herself correctly to jump over the wall, and will finally succeed. Lulu trying to hold the fortress all by herself, and is able to. Well, red team has no vision onto the whereabouts of blue team, so can't really blame them for not really daring to do any damage onto the turret. Now of course NidaLee is back, is going to go for a gank on top. There's no wards here, so Rumble doesn't know, but apparently he does. Not too sure why. There wasn't anything, right? Or maybe a ward just whiffled away the minute I checked it out. So NidaLee going back to the middle, where Draven is already having a party. He's going to check out whether or not there are any minions but they aren't. There aren't any. The jungle has been completely cleaned by red team, which is very good. The red buff is still there. Draven casting onto the Baron, and this is going to be a nice spear by NidaLee, almost lowering Rumble's health to fairly low, considering, well, the amount of... Oh my god. That was a very hard spear, and the damage onto Rumble was way too much. Now we have Draven doing a lot of damage on Taric. Nunu going in, Lulu going from behind is not going to hit the Glitterlands. NidaLee was checking out whether or not there was someone in this brush, and there wasn't, so no one died. Is going to steal a golem, even though the big golem was taken by Amumu. So another turret destroyed by blue team, the 4th tower in the game, giving them a gold lead, nearing the 10k, but it's still around 7 for now. Nightspectre, can't you count? No, I can't. It's nearing the 8, I know, and Mumu with a nice bandage toss onto Nunu, but he decides to back off, is not going to get hit by a spear. Malphite could actually use his ultimate straight in the middle of these 3, but it's still on cooldown. He used it recently, considering, well, the damage here. And there's going to be an Ice Blast on Vayne, and a nice NidaLee spear here. Malphite trying to do whatever, the ultimate of Lulu, able to hit him. Malphite surrounding everyone, but he is instead running away. That's not what you want to do with the Malphite ult. Instead, he's going for Lee Sin, who was able to get the Nunu. So poor Nunu wasn't able to... Well, he did use his Absolute Zero recently. I wonder what happened. So NidaLee trying to spear, but there was a minion standing behind her, so she wasn't able to hit Lee Sin. Now spotted by Draven, is going to get tagged by an auto attack with red buff, slowing him, but he was able to safeguard towards a ward, towards his base, towards safety. NidaLee spear onto Rumble. Rumble using his equalizer now did take that much damage as you would have thought he would. Maybe he bought, yes indeed, he bought some magic resistance. Is not going to do him that much though. He's going to have to run away. Vayne stepping on a trap, doing a lot of damage as well. Considering. NidaLee pounce, swipe, takedowns, and then will pounce again, with followed by a swipe. She didn't pounce. I'm a liar. Lee Sin going to push middle for as long as he can. He did use Safeguard, making him again susceptible to ganks. Is going to run away though. Yes indeed. Malphite has some oracles. They really want to destroy that oracles. He has it for quite a long time. Blue buff will be given to Amumu or Vayne. I don't know. Maybe give it to Vayne. Yes indeed, give it to Vayne. Amumu tried to steal it with bandage toss, but instead nope. Vayne, man, I'm the carry. Well then I'm going AFK. Don't do that, Amumu. I think he has enough money for Ages of the Legion, but still. Yes, indeed. He bought himself a nice Ages of the Legion. Will be important. Lulu, already had Ages of the Legion, which is fairly important, which means that Malphite could go for an early Randuin's Omen, making it so that if you auto-attack him, there is a chance you'll get slowed and that your attack speed will get slowed. And if he's able to ultimate your entire group and use Randuin's Omen, that's a lot of attack speed, movement speed you will lose. Together with Ground Slam, oh my, you will not be able to auto-attack, which is especially something Draven likes, because Vayne is a very aggressive carry. If she pops her ultimate, she can kill you. Though she is behind a little bit, so she's not able to do that as much as she would like. Third dragon of the game, taken by Nunu. There's not much that red team can do about this game. They do not have any jungle control. Now, I'm not even too certain how red team can win these fights to begin with. They have less poke, so if they're going for a fight, just pushing the lanes, they will lose. If they get hit by a NidaLee spear, it's most likely over for that player that gets hit by it, and he will need to recall. I think NidaLee will be able to kill someone in 2 to 3 spears, which you don't really want. Malphite has a great initiate as well as Amumu, so that evens each other out pretty much, but Malphite had a better jungle than Amumu, so he is a little bit more fat and a lot more tanky. We have Lulu, who works so well with the Malphite ultimate, together with Nunu, who works so well with it as well. So you have 2 major beefy guys. You need to run away from them, because if you stand in the absolute zero of an ability power Nunu, you will die. There's no question about it. So you cannot get caught by blue team, nor can you play it safely, because then the poke will kill you. So now we have blue team trying to say, hey, we're doing Baron, don't you want to play? Red team wants to play though. This might be something. They need us to turn this around. So if they're able to defeat blue team in an all-out battle, an avant-garde, then they must be able to win. Instead, red team now backs off again. Their lanes are all pushing. Well, this one will get pushed back though, so it should be fine bottom lane. But Lee Sin shows his pretty little bald face on top. So even blue team decides not to go in for it. They're trying to bait it out. They want to go for a fight they will not get. Though I must say it's pretty weird. They can go for poke as well. They can just push a lane and will probably win it. So why go for a Baron? If they're able to get it, well fine. Good for you. You'll be able to get lots of monies thanks to the Baron kill. But just go and push middle. You'll need NidaLee though. And NidaLee has a blue buff, but instead she is going to go for an adventure onto the wolves, taking them for herself. And pings are going down on the bottom lane, so blue team actually wants to push this. So that means that they will need to disengage here. Do not get caught, Malphite. That was going to be an Oracle's down if they decide to dive you. He is going to destroy another ward, but he needs to be careful. Lee Sin and Amumu were fairly close together with Rumble. They are going to push middle, though NidaLee is there to defend together with Draven, is able to hit one. NidaLee needs to be careful, she's fairly squishy, she goes for all out damage. Has a Rod of Ages, will make her a little bit more tankier, and here we go, the initiate. Boom, everyone gets hit, Random Omen gets used, so pretty much everyone got hit by it, and now Lulu's ultimate gets kicked away by NidaLee Sin, so that's pretty great, didn't do as much damage as you would like. Nice NidaLee spear there, and then Taric is going to get chased. NidaLee going for the pounds and then of course the spear, but will she be able to get Vayne? She must jump here. Yes indeed, she will. Instead going to throw down a little spear, and now is going to try and get the Vayne. Must jump over this wall in order to get close to her, but it was on cooldown, so it took a little bit more time. Is going to get the chase down. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Pounce, pounce, and then one more pounce and she will throw a spear. Nope, decides it's too far away. Red team is in a very tough position. That's their turret gone. Actually, Draven able to get the kill onto Vayne. You surprised me at no end, Draven. Yeah, welcome to the League of Draven. Yeah, I know. God damn it. So that's an inhibitor down and a carry, so Vayne is still dead for at least 30 seconds. Well, 25 to be honest. So they can continue pushing this, I must say. Amumu still doesn't... Well, he does have Curse of the Sad Mummy. He hasn't used it before. This could go pretty wrong. I'm not too sure what red team can do. They need to pick off players, but who do you pick off? If you catch a NidaLee, she's more than likely to get away from every nasty position, as if she has some connection to the jungle, of course. They instead are going for a Baron, so this is the moment red team needs to go all in, need to go with everyone. Taric getting hit by a NidaLee spear there, trying to heal himself, another spear, NidaLee jumping over the wall for safety. As I said before, you cannot catch a NidaLee off guard. Is going to throw a nice spear, together with the amazing ultimate combinations of Lulu and Malphite. The Equalizer getting used there, doing a lot of damage I must say. Lee Sin going down for the chase, he will be able to shut down multiple players. Lulu is going to die, Nunu is getting chased, was able to consume a minion, is going to cast his Ice Blast onto Lee Sin. Can he consume once more? Yes he can! He is trying to dodge as much as he can, but Lee Sin has a red buff, is going to use his ultimate, but it didn't work. NidaLee now wrecking the house together with Malphite, going for the triple kill. Will she be able to get Lee Sin as my mouse goes crazy? I don't know. I clearly don't know, but Lee Sin is actually running away, so he should be able to escape, even though NidaLee is of course faster in the jungle, but as long as Lee Sin is able to just use Sonic's waves in order to of course go very far away, should be fine. Instead, NidaLee decides, I want a blue buff. Fine, you get blue buff, Malphite says to her with a sweet deafening voice. Ooh, that was actually quite a good fight for red team, I must say, but NidaLee was still able to wreck the house with them. I didn't anticipate that a NidaLee and Malphite would be able to do that much damage towards all the rest of red team's players, but of course, the less HP you have, the more damage a NidaLee takedown does, and if she's able to hit you with a spear, well then it's KO for you no matter what. So it was pretty exciting. I was hoping Lee Sin would have been able to be the last man standing, but instead it wasn't the case. Nunu was able to keep him away from the NidaLee and Malphite for far too long. Just kept consuming minions. He should have used Absolute Zero a bit sooner, but hey, who am I to judge? The cooldown on Absolute Zero isn't that big. It's almost as high as Amumu. No, it's a little bit higher than Amumu's ultimate. Malphite going to go crazy onto him though. Lulu finds himself a Rumble. Ooh, Lee Sin going for another red buff. He must get this. Yes, indeed. So that's pretty great. Lee Sin is the only one capable of carrying this team together with Rumble. Vayne was still a little bit far behind. Still is, comparing her to Draven, but she is coping. She gets stronger, and I think in the end she will be a powerhouse as well. But we shall see. I don't know how long this game will take, you guys know. That's the first Baron actually for blue team, so that's fairly important. Another blue buff will be given to Nunu, I think. Or Malphite, I don't care. Just take it. Who will it be? It's going to be Nunu with a nice Ice Blast. Malphite a little bit disappointed, but it was a game. And nothing less. Bottom lane will get destroyed. There is no way red team can defend this. Vayne is actually approaching towards it, but I don't think she'll be able to stand there for far too long. Is already backing away, so Lulu alone was more than enough to scare away Vayne. And, well, that means something. Of course, she didn't have vision on the rest of the team. Ooh! That one trimmed his nose hair, I must say. Blind Spears getting thrown by NidaLee for all eternity, and why not? She has blue buff, she has a Rod of Ages, so she has the mana for it as well. I'm going to check out how many hits NidaLee can cast. Well, there is a ward over there, so they know where she's shooting from. Will this be the final standoff of red team? Amumu almost able to grab, but oh my god, that spear is just too much. Too much for even Amumu to handle, who is more than likely the tankiest player of blue team, of red team. Actually no, he's going for straight armor, so magic resistance wise he doesn't have that much. Malphite going in onto Vayne, she was able to cleanse, but she got knocks up multiple times, and that will be a very quick kill onto her. Now it's Rumble running away, gets hit by a spear, Curse of the Sad Mummy used, a little bit too late, and it doesn't matter anyway. NidaLee going to throw a spear, will miss. Malphite going in very deep together with Nunu. Oh, even all of them getting away with such less HP. Amumu dodging it, almost hitting Lee Sin. They're just continuing. They're sitting on, and it's not enough. It's not enough. The fountain doesn't heal quick enough. They're dying, and nothing is stopping them. The humanity. The humanity. Well, actually, Amumu, well, he is a human, but NidaLee is more like something else. Spears! Spears! Draven trying to knock Amumu away from it. Oh my god, one more spear and he will die, but Taric is defending like a beast. Vayne now going man mode, even though she is a woman. But a nice heal by NidaLee will give Draven even more attack speed and, well, bonus HP. Well, not bonus. He healed, alright? That's what I was going for. So this fight hasn't ended for like a minute or so, and I continue casting. It doesn't matter. Nunu still has absolute zero, I think. Nope, he doesn't. He used it earlier in the fight, but red team is able to just prevent them from going in. Equalizer used there by Rumble won't be enough because there's the Unstoppable Force and the Lulu combination again together with Randu and Zoman. Able to slow down the Taric, but he is not caught once more. Draven going man mode, just killing them on the fountain. Will get shot down by the fountain laser though. Too bad for that. NidaLee Sin trying to go man mode. Everyone wants to be a man. Why not a woman? What's wrong with being a woman? You sexist bastards. That's a kitty cat. Woo. Doesn't matter. This will be a GG for blue team. Absolute zero used. Vayne almost going in. Will not get killed though. And that's going to be the kill onto Malphite. Lee Sin with a smile on his face should return to the tower. Instead, he's a cute little kitty cat. So guys, that's the GG for blue team. They did very well indeed. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Bye.